Welcome back, troglodytes, to the Trogly's Guitar Show. We have the perfect Halloween SG today, the black and orange Gibson Zoot Suit. We are continuing on our quest to document every single color of the Zoot Suit series, and this is the second to last one, but we will be finishing the Zoot Suit series in October because these are freaky guitars, and they definitely deserve to be featured in my Scary Guitars month. This one, it reminds me so much of a beautiful jack-o'-lantern. Just in case your country doesn't celebrate Halloween or whatnot, a jack-o'-lantern is a pumpkin that is carved, and it looks like this. So I dubbed this one the Jack-o'-lantern SG. A quick history of these guitars. Essentially, in 2009, Gibson made 5 different colors of the Zoot Suit SGs. That is orange and black, black and red, black and natural, rainbow, and red and blue. I've almost gone through and documented as well as nicknamed each of the runs, so make sure you check out those other videos. But these are laminate birchwood guitars. So every single one of these different colored layers you see, that's a separate layer of wood that was just glued together and then carved into the SG shape. Now what's interesting about these is they are carved top SGs. That's how they get the different layers of wood to show, is by making this belly. Visually, they would be exactly the same as a Diablo SG if they had a solid color finish on them. But not only do they have that raised top, but they have a concaved back. And the neck is the exact same story, laminate birchwood. A lot of people like to call these the plywood guitars, because by definition, they are. I counted 50 pieces to this neck. This particular body, I counted 27 layers. But with all this birchwood, you do still retain the ebony fretboard. These were initially created in 2009, and there are a few that run all the way until 2012. And then in 2013, there was a single Les Paul done in a rainbow finish, which I have also reviewed. These SGs come stock with hot ceramic pickups. These are the 496R 500T, and they have clear bobbins to show the coppered color wiring, as well as clear pickup rings to show the colored wood underneath. Another fun feature is they do cut out the headstock veneer so you can also see the different layers of the wood. I do want to talk about this color for a little bit. I have to say this is one of the nicer black and oranges I've seen. All Zoot Suits will vary. Some of them are more attractive than others if you like this whole design. And that's because the layering process and the carving process, it's all hand done, so there are variances. Some of them will have this beautiful hourglass shape for every layer, like this one, and some of them, not so much. Now, just because it doesn't have the perfect symmetry, like you can see this line right here and then it kind of disappears, that doesn't make them ugly. Sometimes it does make it look cool, as you'll find out in the following episode. Overall, I'm a fan of these from a collector standpoint. I love the history behind these things, I love the colors, and they are definitely future collectibles. Now that we've looked at this black and orange example, let's go ahead and hear how this one sounds. Now that we know how this guitar sounds, let's go ahead and review its condition. Alright, this one's collector's grade. The only thing that's been changed is the strap buttons on this one. I don't think we've yet to find an all-original one out of this collection. You might have some light picking wear and whatnot, but this thing is relatively very clean. I just cleaned the frets and oiled the fretboard. I would suggest a setup because this guitar, it really does not seem like it was ever played. I think it was just purchased for collection purposes and then put away in the case forever. So you've got a little bit of fret buzz, but I really think it's just because you need to get the action adjusted and whatnot. You just got some light handling marks here. These are a satin finished guitar. If I remember correctly, I think it's 2 coats per every layer. So you can buff these into a nice gloss finish if you wanted to. However, I wouldn't suggest it unless you plan on keeping the guitar. Again, 496R 500T, original bridge and tailpiece here. Original knobs yet. It's very common for these things to crack. You've got a small crack in this one, but the tone knob appears to be fine, and you have the original red switch tip. So everything is good on the front. Back of the headstock, serial number 01909042.5. This is a first year 2009 model. These have pretty rounded neck profiles to them. I'm sure Gibson would consider this a 50s neck. I would just kind of consider it in medium territory. But no major nicks or dings on this guitar here. The back, I love this. It's very visually appealing to me. That's one of my main thing about the Zoot Suits is I like to see a nice hourglass shape, at least on the back. I dig it on the front, but I can deal with some variances, but the back is a must-have. But I don't see any buckle marks back here, just some light handling wear. You even have the original plastic over the back plate, so this is definitely a very clean collector's example. Again, the only thing changed on this one is the strap buttons to Schaller strap locks. Unfortunately, I do not have the original buttons, but you can still buy those yet today. So overall, a very clean guitar, but let's blacklight it anyways. Here we go. Now it kind of looks like the Black and Natural one. It glows. We'll take a look around here. I mean, collector's grade stuff. It's kind of boring to do video conditions on, but it's mainly just here to serve the purpose of illustrating its condition. These are really cool guitars under blacklight. This is what you bring to blacklight parties. I don't know if anybody actually has those. Those might be a thing of the past. I guess you could bring this for laser tag or something. I know they have them there. Face of the headstock's looking good. Back of the neck. There's nothing to worry about on this one. So a very nice example overall. Every single Zoot Suit, regardless of the series, Les Paul or SG, came with a gig bag. This one has been properly upgraded to a Gibson USA SG case. You can see you've got some dirt, scuffs, and just general light wear and tear on the outside, but everything works the way it should, and this is definitely way better than a gig bag. The interior is white. The only thing to really make mention of is this looks like glue stains to me, like from the interior of the case. You could probably wash that out if you wanted to, but you just have some light staining. Other than that, it's a very nice case fitting for this guitar. Inside the case compartment, you have the Schaller counterparts for your strap, the owner's manual, as well as the pre-pack checklist for this particular guitar. If you think you might be interested in being the next owner of the Jack-O-Lantern SG Zoot Suit, feel free to check out that link in the description that will take you to the Reverb for Sale ad. Thank you, Troglodytes, for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you tomorrow on the next episode. Take care.